right, people, welcome back. So today we're dealing with longest common prefix. It's again an easy problem. So the problem is write a function to find the longest common prefix string amongst an array of strings. If there is no common prefix, return an empty string. Let's see. So flower, flow, flight. Okay, so this is gonna be FL. So we want all the words to share the prefix. Dog, race car, car. Nothing, right? All right, write a function to find the longest common prefix strings amongst an array of strings. Okay, so super simple idea. I iterate through the words, and then I say, actually I iterate, no, I iterate through the letters, and I say, for each letter, iterate. So yeah, exactly. So for each letter, the first letter. So I check flower and I check the first letter. I check flow and I check the first letter. I check flight and I check the first letter. And then if they are all the same, then I got the first letter of my string. And then I continue until something doesn't match. For example, flow, I here, you see? So it doesn't match. So if it doesn't, we can stop there. That's my idea. Super simple. What's the complexity of that? Worst case, we iterate through each letter. So of course, let's say that we will stop at the length of the lowest word in the worst case scenario. Let's call it M, of the shortest word. And so this is gonna be on times the length of a short word. So we can consider that as on, to be honest. Yeah, let's try this, and then maybe we can improve that. So the idea is for I in what? Let's have a big range, doesn't matter. Because my idea is that then what we do is to say, this is the array of strings, and then we say, should I also iterate through all the words in the array? Yeah, of course I need to. So the idea is for j in for string in this, what I do is let's call it word. What I do is to take word I, and then I want to check if it is equal to any other word. So I can call it letter. Yeah, let's define letter as null, as nothing. So if letter Okay, let's do like this. Let's first initialize letter. Is basically the first letter in word, the ith letter in the first word. Okay, you see what I mean? So I take the first word, and then I take the ith letter of that word, and then for word in each string, I check if word I is equal to letter. If this is true, good. Pass. Continue. If it is not true, then what happens? When we break, we return prefix. If we go outside of this for loop without getting that else statement, then this means that our prefix, which can be initialized outside of here, prefix can be initialized as this. We can do something like prefix is equal to prefix plus letter. Are we allowed to do that in Python? Yeah, I really think so, yeah. And then we return prefix in the end. Okay, but then of course we want like if word I, what happens if word I is so if I run this right now, what it's gonna tell me is that some are out of range. Yes, I know, invalid syntax. Oh, because I didn't put any equal sign. Okay, this worked, but I am sure that if I try to submit it, I'll get the index out of range error. 100%, exactly, string index out of range. What's the problem? The problem is if I is greater than strings, then it's a big problem. It's a bit problematic. What I can do outside of this for loop, but this is a bit ugly, is to say something like, I can call it min length is equal to 0, and then let's call it to float inf. So for word in each string, what I do is to basically compute the length of word, and then I update min length as the minimum between the length of the word and min length. I do that each time. This is gonna require on, so the complexity is not increased, the total time complexity. And now, of course, I do I in range min length, and then, of course, don't go crazy, please. And now if we submit it, it's gonna be okay. Yes. Are there best ways to solve this? Let me see if you have any constraint in the description. I don't think so. It feels, even though, yes, we are doing another for loop outside, but it's the total time complexity is the same. So I think we can consider that as a complete algorithm. So thank you very much, guys, for watching this video, and see you in the next episode.